Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy Legend 2, the 4-monster challenge party. So we left off here in Ashura's world. We defeated the monster that was guarding Ashura's base in the first world. But that monster said, hey, it doesn't matter, all the magic already went to Ashura, you're too late. So we're here to attack Ashura. But before we attacked Ashura, we did a little bit of grinding outside. We got were-rat meat for Bentley, turning him into a sprite. We got were-rat meat for Pippin as well, turning him into a sprite. And then he also ate some more were-rat meat to transform into the big eye monster. So we talk to some of the folks here, and they basically tell us that Ashura is, bent on world domination. Giants live in the next world, but not anymore. They used to. You won't always buy a refreshment. You just give us a good clue about stuff. I saw a shadow on this tower. Of a tower in the storm to the south. Go 7 to the east and 7 to the south from the cactus south of this town. You'll see a cactus there. The tower is south of it. Ashura's tower's in the eastern sandstorm. I'm sure I'm right. This guy's sure he's right, and he says it's in the southern. This one says it's in the western. Who do we believe? Well, we'll believe the barkeep. So, here at the jukebox you can pay 1 gold and you can change the music. I'm just changing it to the heroic tune. That's the tune that we're going to hear played in a little bit. And also it played when we met those 2 men in the southern ruins in the first world. That heroic tune is going to play an important role in a future world. So here's the cactus. Go 7 to the east. We start 1 to the east of it. Then we head 7 south, and we're going to see a cactus. And directly south of that is where Ashura's tower is, but still can get caught up in the winds going there, so we just gotta wander around a little bit. And eventually, there we go, we get into the town and the tower. The god used the power of Magi and became a monster with 3 heads and 6 arms. That's Ashura. A spy went into the tower to get Ashura, but he got caught. Let's heal up our spell abilities there. Didn't take any damage, hit point wise. Now because it doesn't matter your magic points or your magic charges when you stand in. If you have a monster or a mutant with the ability Cure, you always want to cure yourself up before you use the inn. It'll save you some gold. I didn't have to do that though because my character was already at max hit points. Let us know if you see the Guardian Spy. He's got the hat on. Oh, Dad had a hat on. Dad is also a Guardian. Maybe he is in the tower. Now, an easy way to get to the tower, if you don't want to follow directions or you kind of get lost with all the swirling sands, is you can see on the south there's a 1 tile wide edge where there is no sandstorm. So all you have to do is, anywhere on the map, you can just go over as far as you can to the east or to the west, and you're going to eventually run into that 1 tile wide barrier. Then you just head to the south, as far south as you can, and you run into the mountains, and just walk over to the east or the west, depending on what side you're on. And when you see the clearing, that takes you right to the tower. This is Ashura's tower. So, this is a pretty big difficulty spike. We don't have a crutch party member for the first half. And even when we do get that crutch party member, they don't have a multi-targeting attack. That's why these dragons that we have, Mycroft and Flapjack, are pretty good with their flame spell. Bentley is even really overpowered with the thunder spell. And we're not going to be ambushed by these monsters because Pippin has that warning ability. I'm switching my Magi around a little bit here because I want to have Bentley with the Fire Magi because that gives Bentley protection against fire, and Ashura, the boss of this world, can use a flame attack. So we want to keep Bentley alive. Not that Bentley will be doing much damage, but he'll be doing basically crowd control, I guess. And we just put another something that boosts magical abilities, so you can use the mana, you can use the one of the elemental mana or the thunder magi to give that to Pippin, because you want to increase his chance of landing that gaze. That's basically a paralysis spell. And then the other two don't really matter. Mycroft and Flapjack. They'll get more important magi later when they start doing transformations. If you want, you can try to transform one of your other monsters into a Medusa. We're going to learn from our crutch character we're going to get here in a little bit, the spy, the man with the mask. We're going to get some information from him. He's basically going to tell us that Ashura is strong against all magic, which isn't true. Hey, a little mini boss here. Take it out easy with the thunder. And even if thunder didn't work, we have flame. Being wood, he is weak to fire, so if that thunder didn't work, the flame would have finished him off. Thanks a lot. I am well. Call me Mask. I came here to defeat Ashura. You saw what happened to me. Why don't we work together? And Mask joins us. Mask, they took everything away from me. Right now, all Mask has is a gauntlet. So in battle, he can't do any commands. But once we head up here, we're going to get all his equipment back. Oh, my equipment, I can fight now. Mask comes with a full set of armor, bronze armor, and a hammer. Hammer's a pretty weak weapon. It's a strength-based weapon. It does damage times 6 of your strength. We're going to get a much better weapon for him. Normally you wouldn't give it to him if you're doing a balanced party, but Mask is going to be our main damage dealer against Ashura. So, just to speed up the battle, we're going to give him a better weapon, the battle sword that we're going to find in a little bit. Battle sword has a multiplier of times 9. Mask has a strength of 35. We're going to give him a potion to increase it to 38. So there's that three more multiply from 6 to 9. You add that 3 times 38. You're getting like a little over 100. So just having that battle sword is going to do about 100 more damage than his base hammer. That'll speed up the fight. So there's that power potion we just got there. We'll give that to Mask. That'll like to increase his strength from 35 to 38. There's the battle sword. Like I said, that'll do about 100 more damage every time it hits Ashura compared to the hammer. So let's just equip Mask here. We'll give him the battle sword, and we'll move it around into the ability command then. First we use the power, boost the strength by 3, go to the abilities menu, we can pull that battle sword up to the top because that's basically what we're going to be using for him. And then we're going to head up. You could make a save here against Ashura, but this party is pretty strong, and if I don't beat Ashura, well then I just get to see Odin, so. Well, hello, I was about to send you to tell someone that my men already micronized and went into Key's body. What did you do to her? Key was born with magi in her body, which gave her the power of healing. I get those magi and she falls, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, now I get yours, and that'll make it 3 birds. Never! So, Mask told us that no magic is good for Ashura. What he means by that is magic that does damage. Ashura is strong against like all the elements. So, thunder, flame, all that ain't going to do anything to him. However, he is susceptible to status effects. So, sleep can put him to sleep, gaze can paralyze him, and if we had a Medusa, we can actually turn Ashura into stone, but we don't have a Medusa. So, as you can see there, the difference between the hammer and the battle sword, like I said, it's about 100, which makes sense. The multiplier times 9 versus times 6. And the strength of 38 times 8 makes it a little over 100, so you get that little difference there. So, not that Ashura really needs that, but hey, we're going to speed up the battle, so. And like I said, we're monsters, so we don't really need money all that much. It's not like we're humans and need to, or mutants and robots and need to buy equipment to power ourselves up, so. Using that battle sword and that potion, not a big deal. I've done what I wanted to. See you. And Mask leaves our party. Hey, must be in trouble. Let's go to her. And luckily, they warp us right to Key, so get to. Oh no! Oh my, Key is sick. Mycroft's enemy snuck into Key's body. So we'll go talk with her here. We'll try to. Key is seriously sick of the magic in her body. They're trying to get out. Get them or she will die. Key. The only way to get inside her body is the Mycroft. John should know how. Oh yes, he told me to give you this. You see the defense magi. Please ask John how to Mycroft to save her. We know the Giant's World is the world after Ashura's World. When the men in Ashura's town told us that. So let's head back to the Celestial Pillar and advance to the Giant's World. Even though it's Giant's World, it's a very tiny world. We'll actually be able to clear it. There's not a lot to do in Giant's World. We'll actually end up clearing Giant's World. We've got plenty of time to do it. Just running from all these enemies. That Rhino, who is a boss of Ashura's base here, that's going to be a common enemy in Giant's Town. Basically a level 3 monster. This is Ashura's World. You can now open this door and head on to Giant's World. We won't be able to unlock the door here. I'm going to say we're going to need more magi, so we're going to have to get the magi from Giant's World and also then from Key's body to be able to open that door. I guess you could say that Key's body and Giant's World are kind of like one world and the same. They tie into one another. Giants no longer live here. Giants wanted to be like us humans. They became small and left here. Giant's Town is still there, but it's too big. Nobody's living there anymore. It's a really tiny town. There's only 4 houses there. And you can only get into 2 of them. So we can sell a bunch of this gear that we don't need anymore. We'll keep the stat boosting potions. We'll use them on crutch characters later. This is Giant's store here. Where does he get the Giant's good? Now, this guy sells giant equipment. But even though it's giant equipment, it fits your characters. One size fits all in this world. Giant's gear is good because it's much better than most of the other gear you can get, but it's really, really expensive. Giant's gear also has the bonus of adding strength to your characters. So if you, each piece of Giant's equipment, the boots, the helmet, the armor, and the gauntlet, they each increase your strength by +10. So by putting on a whole suit of Giant's gear, you get +40 to your strength. Stats normally max out at 99. They can go over 99 if you have like strength 99 and then you add 40 to the Giant's gear. It's actually 139, but normally it shows to 99. So again, +40 so early in the game that would just be amazing. You tear things up, assuming you have the agility to hit things. So here we run into Dad, and we're like, "Hey, let's go home." And he's like, "Nope, can't." I'm like, "Why not?" We defeated Ashura, and he says there's more people like Ashura going after Magi. Plus, we have to rescue Key too, so. And he gives us some Magi and tells us that he's going to keep his duty and we should keep going after Magi as well. And eventually, when the world is safe, he'll come home. So we're going to keep you to that promise, Dad. First, we're going to come this way to sneak in the back to talk with this guy here who sells the Giant's gear. I wonder where he's going to get this good stuff. Excuse me, where do you get those giant goods? Where did you come from? You surprised me. I get them from the Giant's Town. Why? How did you get in? Johnny told me how. But don't tell anyone else. I'll be out of business. Okay. So now we gotta go back and talk with Johnny. Johnny was the guy in the cafe. So, he's going to tell us how to get into the Giant's Town. And if we're nice to Johnny, he will give us also another clue to help us navigate Giant's Town. We'll just heal ourselves up here. Restore all the charges to our abilities. And we'll talk to Johnny. The man at the Giant shop told you? Okay, there's a spot in the stairs on the northern part of Giantstown. It's colored differently than the others. You can get in from there. You think I'm a giant? No. We tell him no, he gets another clue and tells us that we can climb the shelves in Giantstown. That's going to be necessary to get the Mycroft item that we need to minimize ourselves to get into Key's body. Of course, if we say that he's a giant, he's going to be angry at us and he's not going to tell us that little clue. So, the moral of the story, be nice. Johnny maybe, kind of being truthful, I guess. Even if Johnny was a giant, he's not a giant anymore because he shrunk down. So when you ask, am I a giant? Technically, even if he was, he's not anymore. So, you don't have to feel bad, you don't have to lie to make him feel good. We're technically telling the truth because he's not a giant anymore. If he was a giant to begin with. So here's the steps. You can see one part is colored a little darker than the others. Secret door, we step into it. And that takes us to the top of Giant's Town, where there's 4 houses. The first one is one we can try to get into, but it's going to be blocked by one of those doors that say we need more magi. Luckily, we only have to explore one more house. This house to the right and to the south. Can't enter them. This house we can. And inside it is where we're going to find 2 magi. That'll be just enough to allow us to enter the house to the north. That is where we're going to find the Mycroft. So let's head back to that house. And we got 2 more magi. There's the invade, but they're a pretty good monster to have. They have a hit-all ability, Acid Rain, which is like the flame ability, but obviously the amoeba has better stats than the baby dragons we have now. A gold shield. Get a boots, that's giant equipment. And we get the Mycroft. The interesting thing about special plot items in this game, like the Mycroft, is you can actually drop them or sell them. If you do that, all you have to do is go back to where you found them. So if I was dumb and decided to sell the Mycroft, I just have to come back to this area and the Mycroft would be back where it was initially. Now you might think, oh, I could just get an item like that and break the game economy by selling it, getting a lot of money, buying that giant's equipment, becoming super duper powerful. But the game, I guess, thought of that, the developers. And so those special plot items, if you do sell them, they're basically worth like either 1 or no gold at all. So yeah, you can't break the game by selling plot important items and getting them back. Speaking of getting back, now that we have the Mycroft, it's time for us to get back to the first world. Into Kay's body. So I'll actually show off trying to sell that equipment, that Mycroft. Luckily you don't automatically sell things when you say, like, do you want to sell anything? And the game kind of gives you the option to say yes or no. So I'll just show that off here real quick. Get in here. Sell some gear. We don't need that gold shield or the boots. Get rid of them. If we try to sell the Mycroft, only 1 gold. But no, we're not going to sell that. If we did though, well, like I said, just go back to Giant's World and find it in that northern house. But we need the Mycroft. Like that fairy told us, that's the only way to get into Kay's body. This is a very unique dungeon coming up. It's actually going to be inside Kay's body. We actually have it like kind of set up like there'll be an arms, legs, stomach, heart, intestines, feet. So yeah, it's a neat little dungeon. So unique. So let's go in. Automatically use the Mycroft. And here we are inside Kay's body, and that's what we'll pick up in our next episode to try to get the magic out of her body and defeat Ashura's minions inside. Take care, have a good one, see you then. Bye!